Yep, just here to introduce you to Nico and Tara. We're going to be off for a bit of a walk today in the bush. We do this quite a bit. And what we're going to try to show everybody is how they basically walk with me like a pack, like a little human family. I don't need a leash, I don't need a collar. They know I'm in charge. As we walk, you'll notice they'll be in front of me, beside me, all around me. They'll be having fun, they'll be looking around, they'll be enjoying themselves. But the main point that I want you to take interest in is that they'll know where the pack leader is. And when I stop, they'll stop. And when I lay down to have a bit of rest, they'll have a little bit of a rest. Because I'm in charge, but I'm not a taskmaster, so they can have a little fun while we're out. Okay? Okay, guys. As everyone will notice, I'm basically out here in a farmer's field. Beautiful place, perimetered by some trees and stuff. And we've got Nico and Tara here. And the lesson here is they're basically following me. I'm not asking for anything special. They intuitively know that I'm the guy in charge and that they can have a little fun here. There's no collars, there's no leashes. Tara, they're being silly at the same time. And this is what you want. You want this in the farmer's field, you want this in your house, you want this when you're walking around in the street in the city. You want a dog that's comfortable around you, is connected with you, can enjoy what he's doing with you, and you don't have to worry about being pulled anywhere because he knows that you're the pack leader and he's going to pretty much stick with you and have fun while he's doing it. So we'll keep going for a bit of walk here. This one's being a suck today. And you know, they're allowed to be a suck, they're allowed to have some fun. Where are you, buddy? Yes. Yep. Oh, just enjoying himself out here. And again, this is what you want. This is what you need. You need to have a nice, well-educated, socially accepted animal that kind of knows where he fits in the family and how he fits with the family unit. No stress for me. No stress for the dogs, no stress for my family walking, no worries about them running away, no worries about them chasing after anything, and the freedom to have a little bit of fun while they're out. Nico's the big boy. He's pretty confident in himself because he's ranks himself above his sister over there. So if we take a peek of her sister, sister's having a good time, but she's a certain amount of feet away because Nico's enjoying a rub from Daddy. And Nico gets a bit jealous once in a while, so as soon as Nico's done with his rubs, he'll let his sister come over for a bit of a rub. It's just the way it is when you're a dog. Pack order, pack supremacy, who's in charge? Let Happy? Unless I call her over. Tara. Again, one of our favorite sitting spot. I want you to notice complete passive dogs, just having a great time and a great walk out with their family, working like a little pack the way they do in the wild. Don't need any collars, don't need any leashes, don't need any constraints because it's all mental. The mental idea of who's in charge, where they can go, where they can have some fun, and where they can get their belly rubbed. Quite content, well-groomed, socially acceptable animals. It's just a matter of understanding a bit of dog communication and what they need. You meet them halfway in the communication sector and you give them what they want. They respond and give you what you need. Always remember lots of water for your guys. I know it looks a little sucky, but I carry a canteen for them. They do have fur coats. They can only sweat through their paws and through panting. And during the day is not a time for them to be out and about walking. Their relatives would be denned up somewhere, they'd be in the bush, it would be cool. they would be waiting for it to get to be dusk, and then they'd be really active in the cool of the night and in the early morning. Because this is an unusual time for dogs to be walking around, you've got to be very, very conscious of them and the fact that they can become very overheated very quickly. So make sure you've always got lots of water for them, and you take rest. You just have to notice as they pant a little bit too much, it's time to sit down for a bit, because we're actually pushing them out of their element by being out here, and we want to be kind to them as well. All right, boys? In the wild, they do this a lot. They call it fun. They like to bite reins. It's actually quite doggy to do this. You know, for a dog that has about 300 pounds per square inch bite force in their jaws, look at how gentle he is with in my hands. He can play with me, run with me. He knows just how much strength to use with me, and this makes them happy. They really are into this. They always play a little bit of what we call wrestling by chewing a little bit on the manes, but it's all in good fun. And it does make them happy. If you take a look over here, these are happy dogs. Happy dogs in a happy environment and having some fun. Some people think you have to be really military, hop beside you, we're out. No. That's not the way it works in the real world. That's more the people world of the military. This isn't a military, this is a pack. This is a working little unit wandering around who spends most of its time having fun and enjoying life. The hunting and getting food part is only a very tiny part of their lives, so that if they're well fed and they're out with you for a walk, they're just in heaven. This is one of our other rest stops, and I know I'm saying it over and over and over again, but they don't need any constraints, they don't need any collars. They know that we're a pack, they know where I am, they get to go in front of me, they get to go around, they get to have a little fun, they get to smell the roses, and when we're ready we just have a seat. In fact, it's very difficult to disappear from them, because when I stop they know it's time for a rest. This is one of our kind of usual rest spots, so this time they kind of beat me here because they're trying to get a few extra minutes in. And we're going to stay here until the panting stops and they've cooled down a bit and they get a bit of water. Relaxed. Everyone out for a bit of a walk and a little bit of fun, right, Nico? Come over here to Dad. Let's go, Chuck. And we're off. You notice Tara up in front, she's actually sat down because I've kind of stopped with Nico. She's gone a comfortable distance and decided she's going to wait for us. No reason for her to front. Pack's kind of resting, leader's kind of resting. So why go too far? Again, what you want in a well-socialized animal that knows its position in the family, that we all walk together like a family and stay with each other. Too well, they need a little bit of a boost now. Tara? Good boy, good girl. Good boy. girl, that's the end of our walk today. Hope everyone got a look at the dogs and how we work as a pack, how we walk as a pack, how we pay attention to where everybody is, and how we all come back nice and safe and happy and a real good time. Thanks.